Hello and welcome to this Modurol video windscreen vent repair, or not. This is video 126 in our series of XK8 videos, and in this video we're going to show you how we repaired our windscreen vent, and we messed it up a bit. So for the benefit of anybody trying to attempt it themselves, please take a look at this video so you avoid our mistakes. The problem started off is on the left hand side of close to the windscreen. The vent had actually come away and was tapping against the windscreen, and it's quite annoying when you're going on the road and the vibration of the vehicle's making it tap against the windscreen. As it turned out, it's down to the delamination of the dashboard at the windscreen end. So I thought, I was actually inspired by UK Car Knob and John's channel there. He'd done a repair on his, and I thought, oh well, I'll give that a go. But it wasn't quite as simple as his, and in this video I'm going to give you a bit more detail in what went wrong with how we did it. It wasn't a disaster, but it could be avoided, I believe. So the dashboard delamination, what is it? So throughout this video I've made this sort of cross-sectional view of the vent and the dashboard and the windscreen to try and explain how the vent is located. Now the dashboard delamination is the dashboard closest to the windscreen actually comes apart. The glue cracks and breaks away, and that allows the vent and the upper part of that dashboard to come loose and tap against the windscreen very annoyingly. In order to repair it, I basically had some very simple tools, a plastic trim tool, some super glue, although you can use epoxy glue, 2-part epoxy, and some pegs to help hold them together. This video I'm going to break down, the rest of it I'm going to break down into 3 sections: removing the vents, repairing the dash, and refitting the vents very simply. If you're interested in this video, you're interested in anything XK8, XKR related, please take a look at our channel. There's lots more content on there. So section 1, removing the vents. Now this is the bit where we went wrong. So as I said, this back to the cross section. So the vents are assembled like so, and you actually have to get your trim tool, I've shown in black here, into that front edge and try and lever it out. Well, that's the idea anyway. So this is me attempting to do it. On John's video on UK Car Knob, he does it really easily. I think it had already come free when John did his, but it was stuck down like glue. Those clips or whatever in there were not having any of it. Anyway, I tried that a couple of times, tried pulling it out with my hand, just wasn't having any of it. In the end, I got a bit more aggressive. I think, well, maybe it's just need to try a bit harder, leave it up, and then I noticed the clips. I didn't know where their locations the clips were at this point. I'd started to break away. Now I'll show you where the clips are located to avoid doing this if you're doing it. See, literally that retaining clip is actually broken away there, and you can see the center of the picture. Anyway, by destroying the front edge clips, I did eventually get the vent out, much to my frustration. And basically I'd lifted the front of the vent up, albeit destroying the best part of the clips, and then you just pull the vent straight off sort of location tabs at the windscreen side of the dashboard. The vent, when it's removed, looks like this. The part number for left hand is GJA6601AC. There you go, those are the clips I destroyed, broken them clean off. I'm not sure if it was due to the forceful way I did it, or the fact they were just old and brittle, and those are the location points for the tabs at the front of the windscreen. You can see there that actually some black tabs, plastic tabs, locate the front edge of the vent close to the windscreen there. The right hand side is a similar part number, GJA6600AC. There is a later version of this in some of the later cars, AD, which I'll show you later, and the 3 X's at the end just denote the trim colour. So for you, if you are planning to take your vent out, please take a note of this. This is where the tabs are located. I wish I'd have took note of this before I started to break mine. And you've got more chance if you concentrate on those areas of deforming the plastic to try and relieve the clip. Section 2 then, repairing the dash once I've got it out. So the dash top has delaminated, it's come apart. You can see there the orange glue or plastic glue there has actually come apart and actually broken away. That's the right hand side of the left part of the vent, and this is the left hand side of the left, and you can see the black plastic tabs as well, which locate the vent quite clearly. Now I thought because the glue there was a very hard plastic type, I would probably get away with super glue as long as I concentrated on gluing just the yellow portions or orange portions. So that's what I did. So basically, going back to the cross section again, I applied glue on both faces of the broken dashboard and pushed them together. In order to do that, it's quite tricky to get glue in there. So I used a small disposable brush and the super glue and a rag to try and protect the dash in this sort of matter. Albeit I've fitted the dash by this point, the vent by this point, but just to demonstrate, I used a rag, dipped the brush in the glue and just liberally applied it to the surfaces of what I was trying to stick together. I then used the pegs. I was trying to get the peg on the top and bottom of the surfaces, but there wasn't a lot of room there, so I actually just used the pegs to push the top of the dash down to where it should be, and that seemed to work quite effectively, to be honest. Now going back to the broken tabs, obviously I broke them clean off, and I was a bit worried whether the front would actually locate at all without those being present, so I decided to, maybe the best thing was to use the glue stick and just reinforce and build them up just a little bit to make sure whatever was left wouldn't be broken off any further. Interesting, this is a screenshot of UK Car Knob's video. I'll put a link to John's video in the description if you want to take a look at it. I suggest if you're doing this, it would be advisable to take a look at that video as well. And in this video, you can see quite clearly what the tabs, when they're not broken, look like. And I believe on John's car, it's a later XKR. His was the AD version, a little bit more advanced or later vent number. But the tabs look very substantial. They look like being reinforced, and mine didn't have that reinforcement on. Maybe that's the difference. So I used the hot glue gun and basically reinforced what was left. You can see there. Not a lot of glue applied, but probably just enough to do something. Just try and reinforce those little bits of plastic I've got left. So section 3 then, refitting the broken vent. Now the idea here is to locate the vent closest to the windscreen on those black plastic tabs and then push the front edge down. It's fairly easy to do this way around. You can see it, just get the front edge close to the windscreen in the right position and push the front down. Literally as simple as that. It was a little bit off left to right, pulled it off further to the right hand side and then got it to locate fairly well. That one tab's holding up a little bit. I did have a bit more playing around with it and I got it to locate fairly well. So the difficulty when refitting is to get that tab closer to the dashboard, slightly upwards, so it can accept the vent location. And once you got those in, it should be fairly easy to clip it back in position. And there you go. With a little bit of fiddling around, you can get it back in. Bear in mind the front edge of those closer to you had actually broken away. It did locate quite positively. And I have since had it up and down the road and it didn't come off, so thumbs up with that. The only one disheartening thing really was the fact that I did it to avoid the annoying tap 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 against the windscreen, and I'm not sure we're going to have rattle 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 from all those broken pieces now in the HVAC unit. But again, fingers crossed. I have took it down the road since, and it wasn't rattling. Not at the moment. When I did put the heater blower on, it did blow a lot of stuff out, which maybe was the remnants of those clips, with any luck. If you're interested in doing it, as I say, take a look at John's video, UK car knob XKR demister repair fail then fix. He's not the only one who had problems with it, but as I say, when you're messing about with these XK8s, these things do happen. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find that enjoyable, and if you're going to attempt to take your windscreen vents or windshield vents out, please take a look at these videos. Please, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you'd like to see more XK8 videos.